Now, one more part of kind of communicating the sexual precedent and indicating that she'll be good in bed, this anticipation stuff. If a woman meets a new guy, why would she spend time with him? Why would she want to hang out with him and see him again? Why would she want to take the time to dress up and go meet him for a drink or whatever? Why would she want to come back to his place and the logistics of driving, waking up for work the next day or whatever it is, money being spent as you kind of do these activities while you're getting to know each other? All that stuff is like extra work. She already has a life, right? She has a job or school, family, friends. She's already got a life. Why you? Why does she care about you? Sex, that's the primary motivator. I really believe this. I believe that sex is the primary motivator for a woman when she first meets a guy. And so if she doesn't feel like she's going to get some fun out of this, some physical pleasure out of this, she's not going to be motivated to text you back to meet up with you. I think that's a huge cause of flaking. Now, what actually makes you good in bed also leads to a strong, authentic connection with the woman in the first interaction. It's all I-PACE. It's all leadership focalities. Okay, it's from the jump. So, another way to kind of trigger anticipation is to see your sexuality as something that, first of all, you are sexual, and your sexual desire, your interest, your attention, just on an attention level, mentally, but also on a physical level, your hands, your cock, your mouth, your tongue, every part of you. You see it as a gift that you give to the woman. And making that shift mentally and really internalizing that, it's going to take some time because we're conditioned. We're to think that men try to get sex from women, right? We get laid, we get lucky, we get pussy. To shift that thinking, it's going to take a little bit of time, but as you shift your thinking, you will notice that seeing reality through that lens is much more accurate in terms of how women perceive sex. So women actually see sex as, there's two ways you can see it. Women tend to see sex as something they give to the guy, but also as something they can get. And it's when they feel like they're getting sexual attention, when they feel like the man is giving them his desire, when they feel like they're getting good dick from a guy, that feels really fucking good. There's something about it that's like natural and right. It's like the right dynamic, the natural dynamic, where a woman feels she's getting. And if you look on a physical level, that's actually what's happening in sex, is you're giving that part of you into her. You're thrusting into her. So it's really seeing things in that way it's right in terms of the physical reality of what's actually happening. The physics of sex, right? Your dick going into her. But also, when you see it in that way, you become much more powerful and confident and passionate and sexual and uninhibited. And from her perspective, it feels like she's getting attention that's valuable, that she's earned. And the way you do this from the jump is by escalating as a reward, or escalating after she's expressed something about her personality. So what you're doing is you're keeping this sort of timing where you elicit and then you reward, and you just keep that pattern throughout the interaction. It can feel a bit like step by step at first, but very quickly, using the focalities, it becomes very fluid, very natural, and you actually realize, oh, this is natural. This is the right way. Trying to get sex from a woman is unnatural. It's wrong. So you can maybe say, well, if it's so wrong, if it's not natural, then why does everyone do that? Why do men think this way? Why is the media constantly presenting this idea that men get sex? And why is seduction all about getting laid? Going out there and seeing women as conquest. Just getting. Why is it so widespread? Well, we can look at a billion other things in the world that are completely unnatural, like bottled water, okay? The chemicals in our tap water, just about everything you do on a daily basis is unnatural. The way we get our food, we don't hunt, we don't forage, we don't farm, we don't have a garden. We go buy it at the store in a package, and we don't know what kind of the chemicals that are in it are unnatural. So there's a lot of things that are normal but not natural, and this is one of them. And this is just like kind of people are becoming more conscious about food and trying to eat more natural, organic food, trying to get as close to like what our ancestors, our paleo ancestors ate as possible, in, given the limitations of our society, our quote unquote civilization. People are becoming more conscious of this and trying to eat naturally, right? And the reason for that is because it's healthy. You feel better about yourself.